Hey guys, if you're wondering why the screen is covered up by a piece of paper, I wanted to try something. I mean, I know you've seen my face, but I wanted to try something different. Anyway, I have a story that I actually won a Scholastic Silver Key on. It's called On the Other Side, and I wanted to read a part of it to you today. Here it goes. It's a short story. On the Other Side. When I was a little girl, my mother used to tell me stories about a world separate from our own, yet that was as alongside ours. To a 6-year-old girl, this really didn't make sense until one day, when I was a lot older, I found the doorway. It was the middle of summer, and tourists roamed the small streets of my hometown in Ireland. There was a nice breeze blowing when I stepped outside. I walked into the town supermarket and bought some groceries, where I met some of my old high school friends. I said my goodbyes and went home. After all, who was going to clean the house? I was walking towards my house when I noticed someone standing by my mailbox. My body filled with anger, and I stormed past him. He caught my arm and said, "Ariana, wait. I need you to listen to me. When I said I loved you that night, I meant it. Please don't hate me. And I don't care about what happened to you that night. I mean, I care about you. But that isn't in the past. Please, let us continue with the plan. Let go of me, Alexander. I have no interest in talking to you right now." I slapped him hard, then ran inside and broke down into tears. We had been through so much together, and I was the one holding us back. I'm so sorry, Nicholas. I'm so sorry. There's a story behind this sadness, and this is how it begins. It started very small. It was my senior year of high school, and we were informed of an accident that happened right outside the school. I was pulled out of class and told that my mother was in the accident. When I got outside, I saw the driver of an 18-year-old, and a body was being pushed into an ambulance. I rushed towards the ambulance, and when a police officer stopped me, I pushed past him. I jumped onto the ambulance and clung to my mother's hand. "Mother," I cried, and buried my head in my hands, and it wept. Then I heard the soft, soothing voice of my mother. "Ariana, my baby girl, you need to listen to me. There might be people after you now, so do not trust anyone. From now on, okay?" I nodded my head. "Take this with you. It will protect you. And know that I will always love you, my little princess." She hands me her necklace and smiles, and that was the last time I ever saw my mother. As I'm being pulled out of the ambulance, I cling into the necklace for dear life. I reach out too late, for the ambulance is already gone. I broke down on the road and screamed. A policeman picked me up off the ground and asked me where I lived. I turned my head towards the woods near my high school. I had heard so many stories, and my mother's words floated around my head. Do not trust anyone from now on. I looked at the officer, then back at the woods. Adrenaline raced through my veins as I bolted for the forest. Trees and animals flashed before my eyes, and then they were gone from view. I collapsed in a grove of banyan trees. I looked around and listened. The air was still, and I didn't hear anything except the trickle of voices from the songbirds. I lay on the ground, clutching my mother's hands. I cried and cried, wishing I could die. My body gave up and I fell into darkness, having strange dreams of wicked-faced elves, of a car crash, and of a man I didn't recognize telling me to run. There'll be more soon. I hope you enjoyed that.